What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So, in today's video, we're going over PSG versus Chelsea. The preview that Chelsea need to go get these. Chelsea need to get a result tonight, or at least take something back to the bridge to work with. I believe if you get a draw or a win in this game, you're setting yourself up to get to the quarterfinals. But if they put in a performance like they did against Wrexham, then you're going to probably see us get absolutely shredded. So if you like these kind of videos, man, drop a like, comment, sub, do what y'all got to do. Do what you guys have been doing. My subscriber count has shot up immensely over the past couple of days. I really appreciate all the love and support that you guys are giving me lately. Keep it up. Keep liking the videos. Keep getting engaged, and more good things will be coming out of this channel. So, excuse me. So we will be getting into this lineup here. There is a thing I wanted to pull up here real quick before I could get into my lineup here. So to face PSG, supposedly Chelsea will be running with this team. Do I agree with it? There's a couple changes I would make out of this that you're going to probably see on screen right now. Jorgensen, Gusto, Chalaba, West, Cucurella, Reece James, Caicedo, Palmer, Enzo, Neto, and João Pedro up front. So if we were to shake over to my lineup, right, not too much is different here. The only differences that you do see on here is that you see Garnacho is playing and Reece James is at right back, and he's not in midfield. Because if we do go back over here, there's no Andre Santos in this team that is supposedly supposed to start. So my thing is, I feel like you need to win the midfield battle. So having enough midfielders in there, I think, is something that you need, right? So the reason why I've gone for this specific lineup is because, and it's a 4-2-1-3. Now, we haven't seen them run this yet, and this is something that I think is a risk, but it's something that I feel if you win the midfield battle in the way that I feel like they should set up, I feel like they're going to actually win this game. And why do I say that? Because you're not going to see Reece James play right back in this game. You're going to see him be more as a defensive midfielder, right? So, meaning one of these two right here, Andre Santos or Caicedo, is going to have the license to get a little bit more forward. In my opinion, it's going to be Andre Santos because you need Caicedo in front of that back line. Then that allows Enzo to push a bit more out to the left to link up with Garnacho. Allows Andre Santos to push up into this pocket. Then you still see Caicedo up in here. Then you will see Reece James probably tuck in. West will push out as a right center back. You got Chalaba in the center. Mark Cucurella. And then if the ball's on the other side, you'll see Cucurella tuck in, Reece James be that right back. You're going to see an interchange of who the inverted midfielder is because I feel like with this box midfield, you're going to be able to contain PSG's midfield in a way where there's no time on the ball and there's ball winners in that midfield. Reece James, Caicedo, and Andre Santos have the ability to win balls in certain areas and kickstart the counterattack. Enzo Fernandez, in my opinion, is going to be able to get a bit more forward to link up with, particularly with Alejandro Garnacho, who I feel like is an absolute wild card in this game if he does start, because you don't know what you're going to get from him. And I believe Hakimi is going to have more to worry about than he realizes if he starts in this game. If it's Pedro Neto, then what you really have to worry about with Pedro Neto is he going to be decisive enough to put these balls in the box? Because we saw with Garnacho at the weekend and recently over the past few games, he's starting to put the ball in the box earlier and he's gotten more assists and more goals off of it. So I'm looking for Garnacho to start. If it's Neto, I know what to expect already. João Pedro, I don't really need to explain too much. The guy is world class right now. He is one of the best strikers in Europe right now. And I feel like there's something special coming from him again in this game. I predicted a hat trick last time. I don't know what he's going to do this time, but I'm expecting a good performance out of him. And for him to have opportunities and to get Garnacho and Cole Palmer involved, link up with Enzo Fernandez as well, and Cole Palmer. Could I stress this enough about this guy? He essentially rip PSG by himself with help from his teammates, of course, but he was the star man in that game. You're looking for a similar performance from him, knowing that a good performance here, you take it back to the bridge, and all you guys have to do is just not lose that game. I feel like but then again, the home form has just been so bad and so horrendous that you don't know what you're going to get from them at the bridge. I'm looking for Palmer to have a huge impact in this game, particularly off that right hand side where he has the license. And this is where people don't want to hear about the whole he shouldn't be on the right, he shouldn't be a winger. I'm not saying he's a winger. What I'm saying is that with João Pedro playing as advanced as he is, Palmer's going to have the space to cut in and be that second forward, that inside forward. That I feel like if he were to really take that position and work with it off that right hand side. Now, when Esteval's back, Cole Palmer will be back in the 10. That's a given. But the ability of Esteval and Palmer to interchange off that right hand side is something that a lot of people need to start really coming to grips with, because I feel like going forward, that's where majority of the goals are going to come from. That specific interchange of Esteval on the wing, him being inside for a few minutes, and then Palmer is the one that's cutting inside instead of having his back to goal, which I think he does struggle with a bit more rather than actually facing the goal and actually trying to work around something like that. This lineup here, I feel like is good enough to go to Paris and get a result. Now, will they get a result? So, if we talk about PSG in recent form has not been nice to PSG at all. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at their let's take a look here. If I can find. Give me 1 second. Just need to look at their recent results here. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this over here real quick. So I'll go their last month of February. They beat Strasbourg 2-1. They beat Marseille 5-0. They lost to Stade Rennais 3-1. They beat Monaco in the Champions League first leg 3-2. Beat Metz 3-0. Drew against Monaco in the Champions League. Beat another team in the French league. I don't want to butcher their name, and just lost to Monaco 3-1 at the Parc des Princes. So if we're going off of the last, say, 5 games, maybe 6 games, right? They're conceding goals and they're finding ways to get themselves in losing positions, or they're struggling to get results over the line. The same thing with us right now, right? So, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the stuff I'm looking at here. It's just crazy. I mean, PSG last season were a lot more ruthless and a lot more vicious. I mean, I feel like they can really be had. If I'm being honest, like I feel like they can really be had, and as long as we're clinical and as long as we don't make mistakes in the back, but that's the story of this Chelsea team. There's always a couple mistakes during the game that we get fucking punished for. So, can we prevent that from happening in this game? I don't know, man. I mean, my score prediction now, if I'm going to be honest, this game is going to be very, very crucial to, I think, the rest of the season in terms of, you know, how serious are we taking everything? If they go there and take chances, take shots from outside the box, quick passing, no mistakes in the back, keep the intensity, from the first minute, bring the intensity in until the 90th minute. They can beat PSG. They can absolutely beat PSG. And I feel like with the way that this is set up, like I do feel like there is a huge possibility here that we can do something special at the Parc des Princes, but will we? My prediction for this game is Paris or PSG 2, Chelsea 3. I just think PSG are leaking goals like crazy, and they can be got at, especially if you overload them on one specific side and keep one of their fullbacks pinned back. Then you're going to be able to expose the space that is left in midfield, and the space that is exposed by the other fullback. You're going to be able to exploit with quick switches to the other side of the pitch. So I got PSG 2, Chelsea 3. It's going to be a very tight game. It's going to be an up and down game too. But I do feel like at the end or at some point in the second half, I feel like we're going to get that goal that puts the game out of reach, and we win 3-2. We concede late. We give them hope to take to the bridge. So I feel like it'll be 3-2 Chelsea at the Parc des Princes, and then we go into the second leg and then the game on Saturday against Newcastle, which is a very important game as well. But I'm gonna take a quick cut and talk about Tottenham Hotspur, bro, because the ridiculousness, the ridiculousness that we saw yesterday, like Igor Tudor, what the hell are you doing? This is one of the most diabolical performances that we have ever seen in the Champions League. Antonin Kinski, a guy that we've never heard of, gets thrown into a Champions League tie away to Atletico Madrid, an Atletico Madrid team who sit third in La Liga, an Atletico Madrid team that have been in Europe, been there, done that, been to Champions League finals, gotten to the round of 16 countless times, right? I'm going to read this from the Tottenham Hotspur Trust. They react to the Champions League loss yesterday, the absolute demolition job by Atletico Madrid. It's a total disgrace. Quote, tonight's performance and result is a total disgrace, a symptomatic of the abysmal state of things at Spurs right now. From the January transfer window to the management appointments, the lack of leadership, and the total absence of anyone with a Spurs pedigree informing these decisions. Where is the daring to do? Where is the echoes of glory? The Tottenham Hotspur Trust. I mean, and then we go over to what Mickey Van de Ven said after the game, man, and like he's one of the main culprits of the Tottenham Hotspur collapse right now, the absolute demolition job that is going on over there right now. So we're gonna go ahead and go over here. Quote from Mickey Van de Ven. I could tell you the usual we have to stick together quotes, but to tell you the truth, what we are going through now is horrific. Mentally, I'm low. I'm done with it. I don't even want to touch my phone anymore. I only want to see my family. I mean, you want to talk about just these players are just done mentally. I mean, what can you do? Like, what can they do at this point, right? Like, Spurs are just screwed. Like at the rate they're going, six straight losses in all competitions, the longest losing streak in the history of Tottenham Hotspur. Like, that's criminal. That's criminal for a club of that size, a club of that stature, the stadium and all that stuff, and the passionate fans that do attend all these games. What a disservice you guys are doing to that entire fan base. And like I'm wearing a Chelsea shirt saying that. Like, what a disgrace that this board has. They have brought Tottenham. They've already dug their grave. They're going through the depths of hell right now, and you just don't see an end in sight. Like I'm seeing a lot of Tottenham Hotspur YouTubers now, man. Like they're just mentally done. Like I just don't know how you can continue to support. I'm not saying you guys are supporting what's going on, but just the mental capacity to have to be a Tottenham Hotspur fan is crazy, bro. Like I just don't understand it. But you know, I'm here for y'all, bro. Like I'm here for you guys. Like Chelsea were in a bad position, what, 2, 3 seasons ago, but it wasn't this bad. It wasn't to the point where we're 1 point above the relegation zone. Like Chelsea had a chance to get relegated at one point a few seasons ago, but ultimately they figured it a way to stay just afloat on like 40 something points, right? Spurs may not even get to 40 points. They may not even touch 35. And I think you're going to need about 35 to 36 points to stay in the Premier League. Where are 2 or 3 wins coming from Spurs in the league right now? Absolutely nowhere. And this is even crazier to say to even see right now. Tottenham confirmed Igor Tudor is now scheduled to take his press conference Friday ahead of the Liverpool game. They're honestly just setting him up for this game to get absolutely shredded and then have him and then sack him in the tunnel. Like Carlo Ancelotti got sacked in the tunnel at Chelsea all those years ago after winning the double. like but Igor Tudor is not anywhere near the same level as Carlo Ancelotti. But the point is like that's what's going to happen. Tottenham are going to get absolutely battered at the weekend, and you're going to see Igor Tudor get sacked in the tunnel. And who do Tottenham turn to next? In my opinion, bro, like they have to go to Sean Dyche. Like there's no other manager out there right now that can get them out of this relegation scrap and get the necessary points to keep them afloat. And then, in my opinion, you keep them on for the following season, whether they're in the Premier League or if they do get relegated, you keep them on for the championship run that you guys have to try to come back up immediately. I keep saying that Tottenham are not coming back up if they get relegated. I don't care who the manager is, you're not coming back up. The financial hits that you're going to take, the players that are going to be leaving, and the exposure via via television, it's just not going to be there. They're already losing a major sponsor at the end of the season. Like Tottenham are in the mud. They're fucked. And it's only a matter of time before they come to the bridge match week 37 and Chelsea have a chance to relegate them to the championship. And could you imagine the scenes if that happens? It's going to be absolutely in freaking sane that if that happens, right? But a few more things before I do get out of here. A few more results to go over. Bayern Munich absolutely destroy Atalanta 6-1. I mean, it's a foregone conclusion. They will be going to the quarterfinals. Liverpool, Galatasaray beat Liverpool 1-0. The fans there do an awesome tribute to Osimhen because he's still struggling with the loss of his mother all those years ago, and my prayers are with him. It's not easy losing a parent. I've lost a parent. It's not easy. So I'm here for you, Victor. I understand what you're going through, man. It's not easy, but what a performance he put in yesterday as well. Getting the assist, could have had a couple goals. Liverpool are in a world of trouble. Galatasaray, I think, are going to go to Anfield and beat Liverpool. I said that in my predictions for who's going to advance out of this round. I still am holding that. I think Galatasaray will beat Liverpool home and away. And obviously, Atletico Madrid absolutely destroyed Tottenham 5-2. And Barcelona and Newcastle draw 1-1. So Newcastle take a decent result back to the new camp. So we'll see what happens there. With that being said, guys, I'm going to get out of here. My preview is now over. I have Chelsea winning 3-2. Drop your predictions, drop your lineups in there, drop what you want to see in this game, and give me your predictions for the other games that are going on today, including Man City versus Real Madrid. Is Kylian Mbappe going to be fit and ready for that game? If he does, I think Madrid have a chance to knock off Man City. Arsenal travel to Germany to play Bayer Leverkusen. Can Leverkusen do something special there? I would love to see it. And Bodo Glimt playing Sporting. Bodo Glimt, I do have getting to the quarterfinals, so I'm expecting a good performance out of that. But yeah, man, with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Up to Chelsea, keep the blue flag flying high. We're going to keep on rolling to 500 subs. If you haven't and you got this far in the video, drop a like, sub, comment, do what y'all have to do. But with that being said, this is Jason, no filter Chelsea. Let's get this fucking W today, man. I'm out.